Story 1. 6. 4K. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by UK_Ganache2137. 13 hours ago. Boss says the time reported by the punch system is law. Watch me use the law to my advantage. MOC. Not a 100% this qualifies as malicious compliance. But here goes. 8 or 9 years ago. I was baker at a popular fast food chain in my country. I always been a model employee. So one day I was surprised the manager asked me into her office. She reprimanded me because I had taken a 45 minutes, instead of 30, break one day the previous week. I remembered that day. And indeed I had taken more than 30 minutes. 31 minutes to be exact. And that was because on my way back, someone had a concern that I took the time to resolve. I explained that to her, but she was adamant that the system rounded to the nearest 15 minutes and that if it said 45 minutes, then there was no way I could have only been 1 minute late. She made it clear that it was my fault and that the punch system is law since it can't lie. On my next shift, I looked into it. On the punch system, there is a way to see at what time you punched. I realized that the system was not rounding the amount of time you worked, were on break, but rather the time at which you punched. What happened that day was that I punched out at 10h22, rounding to 10h15, and got back 31 minutes later at 10h53, rounding to 11h. Hence the 45 minutes break. Now in my position, I had the luxury of choosing when to go on break as long as they didn't run out of anything during that time. From that day till the day I switched job a few months later, I made sure to go on break just after the cutoff, and back just before the next one. For instance, punching out at 10h08, rounding to 10h15, and back in at 10h52, rounding to 10h45. I thus ended up with 44 minutes break. That according to the system were only 30 minutes long. One time, a supervisor told me that it seemed like I was gone for a bit longer than usual. I replied that she saw me punching in and out, and that she could go confirm in the system if she wanted to. Never heard from it after that. TLDR. Was chewed on because of a weird quirk of the punch system. Learned how to use it to my advantage and had 14 minutes extra on all my breaks. Edit. The manager was also under the impression that the system rounded the amount of break time to the nearest 15 minutes. Not the ins and outs. That's also what they tell during recruitment. Hence why I initially thought that's how it worked. The supervisor who noticed was a part-timer. Not the same person as the manager. I also don't think they actually cared. Just found it strange. Before leaving, I did share the trick with a few co-workers. But since cashiers have a supervisor that coordinate break time, they can't really be late. For them, 1 minute late is actually noticed by someone. Let alone 14. 307 comments. Award. Share. Save. 421 people here. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 2. $5. 5K. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by UTPB77200. 17 hours ago. Try to give me an occurrence for taking a vacation day. Fine, I won't take it. Sock. So this past Monday was of course the day after the Super Bowl. My supervisor had the day off for his birthday cause he was planning on partying a lot for the Super Bowl and didn't want to come into work on his birthday after celebrating it and the Super Bowl. Well, Monday I requested the next week off, 20th 24th, and tried to get the lead man to sign off on it. Since my supervisor was not here, I come in Tuesday, Valentine's Day, and find out because it was not signed by a supervisor. If I take Monday the 20th off, I will be given an occurrence for taking the day off and not notifying them 1 week prior. AKA getting it signed on the 13th instead of the 14th. Dot. 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 Even though. Dot. 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 I did not have a supervisor in. Dot. 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 However, the penalty for not showing up to work or calling out is an occurrence. So since he had not signed it yet, I asked for it back and threw it away. Grabbed a new sheet out and asked off the 21st, 24th. Now I am using 4 vacation days instead of 5, but I will not be here on the 20th. Instead I will take the occurrence and be a no-call no-show. I will still be getting a point but saving a vacation day. 278 comments. Award. Share. Save. 66 people here. If you are enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 3. $2. 1K. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by you, Boo How. 13 hours ago. Nagged into writing a review. Sock. I'm using real names because that's where my issue started. I ordered from a place on DoorDash called Rotisserie Roast. I was craving mashed potatoes and that place came up in the search. Never heard of it, but the menu offers roast chicken and mashed potatoes. Okay, cool. I'm in. However, it was a pseudonym or ghost kitchen or shell company or whatever they call it. It was actually Boston Market in disguise. I deliberately did not order from Boston Market when I was scrolling DD because I do not like them. How do I know it's Boston Market in disguise? Because that's the branded logo bag my food was in. I ate only half of my food because I don't like their recipes and was reminded why. I was irritated, but I wasn't going to make a big deal out of it. I rated my delivery driver but ignored the review request. Or I ignored it until they emailed me 3 times with follow-up requests to rate and review my order. Okay, if you're sure that's what you want, I'll give it to you. Paraphrasing as close to verbatim as I can remember, I don't want to look it up, I said. I didn't like my food. I don't like Boston Market, and though they sold under a different name, that's still who made my food. I would not have ordered it if I knew, so this 1 star is their fault. Edit. Changed into but. 329 comments. Award. Share. Save. 104 people here. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 4. $713. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by you, SED. 11 hours ago. 1 cycle only. Okay. Sock. Before I start, my husband and I have a great and loving relationship. He can just be a pain in the ass when he thinks H is right about something. So we recently moved into a new house. Our new kitchen is smaller. So we decided to replace our separate washer and dryer with a combination machine. It's not as powerful. So no matter what setting you use, the clothes come out damp and need an extra 30 minutes in the dry-only cycle. I've always done all the laundry. We split the housework. But for some reason my husband got it into his head that I was over-drying the clothes. I explained that I was in fact normal drying them. But he knew better. We had several increasingly heated discussions in which this guy who could count the number of washing loads H has done in his life on one hand attempted to mansplain laundry to me, culminating in an incident where he unplugged the machine mid-cycle and said, "I'm putting my foot down about this. 1 cycle only. Cue the malicious compliance." I did a load of just his clothes. I used 1 wash and dry cycle on the drying est setting. Of course, they were still damp by the end. But dutifully I hung them in my husband's closet. The next day, he wanted to know why his favorite shirt hadn't been dried properly. I shrugged. You put your foot down. One cycle only. Quote. Funny. H has let me do the laundry in peace since then. 94 comments. Award. Share. Save. 46 people here. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on.